This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Aurora, Colorado. I'm here at a Sharp DJ Services. Since 1999, they have been making events a true celebration that your guests will not forget. I'm here with the DJ owner, Farrell. Thanks for joining us here today. Let's start off a little bit about yourself. 1999, you're bringing close to 2 decades here to this industry. You've done a lot of events all across Denver, a lot of surrounding areas. Share with me a little bit how you got involved in this type of industry.
I was into dancing, and we used to show up early at a bar, and it was hard to dance to, and that led to finding music that was danceable.
And that's how you got involved doing this as well. Let me ask you this. Obviously, when it comes to weddings, you can have the biggest cake, the most beautiful dress, colorful flowers, but these are not the things that ensure that your guests are going to have a great time at the reception. Why do you think it's important that bride and groom, they basically put a DJ at least at the top of the list when it comes to making sure they're going to have a good time?
Right. A good MC, a good DJ that works at a wedding also has to be a good MC to run the events of the evening, line them up, make sure everything's going to go smooth, and timing.
And the timing as well. Myself, I was a wedding photographer for over 25 years. I've sat through hundreds of receptions. Not all of them great, not all of them good, but there's a certain energy that really a DJ can bring to the table. Why is it important somebody looks for somebody that's professional, yet at the same time has a great personality?
Somebody that has a good overview of the evening. And when I talk to my brides and grooms, there's about 4 pages of questions I go over with them. So each wedding is tuned into that particular bride and groom, and what's going to work. I already know ahead of time a lot what's not going to work.
One thing I've noticed that obviously a DJ really, they help the celebration for the bride and groom, but really they involve everyone. We're talking about parents' dances, we're talking about kids, line dances. Is this something you try to incorporate into many of the events?
Oh yeah, wide range of people. That's one of the more challenging things about a wedding, is from the younger crowd to the older crowd, keeping everybody involved.
Not only does a DJ need to basically be friendly, a people person, but quite honestly, your voice, it becomes the voice of the event. It has to be understandable. It's got to be clear. Your voice sounds like it should be on radio. Is that something that basically you're told quite often?
I hear that a lot at weddings. I hear it a lot. I had one guy say he wanted me to navigate his life's story. I thought that was pretty funny.
That is great. Obviously, the talents of the DJ are very much relied on with the technology that you're throwing out there. Let's talk. Give me some of the specs of the amp that you show up with to fill up the room.
I have a PL236, and the short version is it's an expensive amp, but it's a very reliable brand. I always have an extra amp with me, just in case, because electronic stuff quits.
Even though the DJ's there, if we don't have the sound coming at them, you've got a problem there. Share with me the speakers. We're talking about bass, highs, everything clarity across an entire venue.
Oh yeah, the EV has a line called SX. It's a higher end line, very clear. You can hear the vocals. It was like somebody was there singing for you live at the event. And good quality, clear speakers are a big deal. You've
got a terabyte hard drive that basically, you pretty much have any selection out there for anyone. 28,000 songs and growing. Share with me some of the genres you're able to share with folks.
Oh, everything from old rhythm and blues to contemporary, country, whatever direction people want to go. And in the interview that I do with them for 2 hours, that's done ahead of time, we go over what kind of genre it will appeal to them most and what's tailored to their taste. So.
Absolutely. Not only does the DJ's voice coming across there as well as the music, but many times the guests, they pick up a microphone, they need to provide a toast or maybe a dedication. Is there a multi-mic setup that you provide for this as well?
I do up to 2 wireless mics for them, and then a little bit of coaching on how to hold the mic and how not to hold it so they don't have feedback.
Obviously a DJ provides an experience, really. You guys can take the energy of a room and bring it to life. One of the ways you're able to do that is with state-of-the-art lighting. Share with me a little bit about your lighting setup as well.
Yeah. I have 18 of the wireless LED uplights. I have lit up a room as big as 5,000 feet with those. I can change the colors. They'll run about 10 hours. And uplights, the color of your choice, they add a lot to the room. And I've had people say that every wedding should have uplights. They just add an energy to it. About halfway through the evening, when you dim the lights, if you have chair covers, they just turn gray.
Sometimes it's in a venue. Sometimes it's out on location somewhere. I mean, sometimes it's up in a mountainside where basically they don't have access to electricity. How are you able to provide for folks out there as well?
Right. And I do have a Honda generator, a super quiet series, and I could run up to 4 or 6 speakers with that. So, and I've used it quite a few times.
That is great. Folks out there, obviously, I imagine your summers and your weekends, they book up rather quickly. Does it actually benefit people to put an event, let's say, on a weekday, if that's possible?
It's the DJ is a little bit cheaper during the week. Venues can be significantly cheaper during the week. So, yeah, it's a big deal.
That is great. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, first of all, take a look at the services they provide out there for you. We're talking about a complete array of technology coming at you. This is a gentleman that began in 1999, really with a passion for getting out there and bringing some great events, something that's very memorable as well. If you're not sure about how it's going to go, that all takes place beforehand at the consultation, making sure that you're pretty much going to give him as much control as you want to. But really, this is a gentleman that is an MC. He will take over and make sure that everybody's having a great time. Take a look at the testimonials online, quite a few of them. I mean, really, we're over 1,200 events you've done out there. We're focused on weddings here, but you've done a lot of different parties. And like you said, do you still do some of the swing club as well?
I actually run a country night downtown. I do all kinds of music, but I happen to DJ a country night every Thursday that I run downtown at a nonprofit. So that's kind of fun with a range of different dances.
I know being a professional for many years with weddings, there's a lot of behind the scenes going on, a lot of preparation. I mean, really the MC is the person who's running the whole show, making sure everything's in place. Share with me some of the details that are something you pride yourself on.
All right. The average person would think for the toast that you just go, here's the toast. What is there to that? Well, you say, here's the toast. Best man's outside smoking a cigarette. The photographer's getting another memory card. The bride's in the bathroom, and you can't do that. You have to start saying, here's the toast about 20 minutes ahead to let everybody know what's coming up. And then the way it's said is important. Some of the DJs believe that the game show voice is good at a wedding. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? We have the toast coming up in just 20 minutes. That gets annoying, and it focuses the attention on the DJ. It should be about the bride and the groom, and most of the stuff at a wedding is just normal tone of voice. We have the toast coming up in 20 minutes. That's all that needs to be said, but it lets everybody know what's going on, be in the room, you have time to run to the restroom, and then it gives the crowd something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
The next event.
What about a bar or a place out there, or maybe even for a party they want to have a karaoke? Is that something that you've ventured out and done as well?
Yeah, I've picked up about 9,000 karaoke songs, so it's fun to get the crowd going with that. And with 2 or 3 mics, people are more brave. You get one person and I'm not sure, 3 people side, all of a sudden they'll get together as a team and do it.
Excellent. I mean, this is something that really you have a passion for. You've been doing it since 1999. Do you feel that a lot of brides really don't appreciate your services sometimes till a week after their wedding when they realize that, hey, that's really what made this? Is that something you find?
Oh, yeah. When I have the 2-hour meeting with them and I go over 4 pages of questions, what I commonly hear is, I didn't think of that. I never would have thought of that. Again and again with the questions. And then they get through and they just look more relaxed. They feel like we've discussed everything and it is tailored to them.
Absolutely. I've always said these people don't do this every weekend. The professionals do. And so there's a lot of questions that you can answer for them. And basically, this is something that is important to have a professional right there. Someone out there who's thinking about bringing on a DJ. What should they watch for? What should they look for? Obviously, they can check out testimonials. What else would you say? I mean, even anymore, you got to make sure somebody's insured that goes out there and takes care of you.
Right. Make sure they've got good equipment. Make sure they've got good backup. Make sure they're not driving a vehicle with 300,000 miles on it that might not make it to the wedding. And make sure it's the person that has the attitude at a wedding. It should be about the bride and the groom a little bit. But there are DJs that think they're the show at a wedding, and in my opinion, that's not appropriate. It should be about the bride. I'm there to run it, keep it going smooth so they can enjoy their day.
Has this continued to be rewarding work for you at the end of the night when you see everybody had a great time?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, keeping the crowd around till the end where they're relaxed, they're having a good time, they're in party mode, and people haven't left early.
And that happens. I've experienced that before. And like you say, what I always said is that the fact that when you see something going really smooth, people having a good time, there was a plan behind that. That type of thing just doesn't happen alone.
Yeah, more than they'll ever know.
I agree. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. Last time you're going to see his contact information right there. Basically, a company that began back in 1999. You can see all the services they have there as well. Complete sound systems, complete lighting systems. They also provide a pipe and drape if that's something that you require out there as well. Check them out online. Great testimonials. We're talking about over 1,200 different events out there. We've actually scrolling across the screen right there. A lot of the places that they've worked for, they have been trusted by a lot of companies out there as well to bring you the best. A great event is always going to be memorable when people have a great time. Once again, that is a Sharp DJ service located in Aurora, Colorado. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.